we as human beings, this race on earth have like been honoring money. And money it's not even real. It's not even backed by anything. I don't want to like go too far into that, but when you unprogram yourself, you see that there's other forms of currency now. Universe is like a black hole of information. When people ask Einstein, said, "You're the smartest person, what would you like to know?" Einstein's response was, "I'd like to understand the mind of God," meaning God is all-knowing, and we can only know or see what God allows us to see and what He feels we're ready to see and understand. There's two main motivating forces, and I tweet about it all the time. It's love or fear. And you can't explain love. My cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. And so he did a bad thing, but I still love him. It's the idea of trying love. We're always, pushing out so much hate, and love can cure so much. Just to think, am I moving in love? Is this out of love, not out of pride? Pride is a word that people often say in a positive connotation, but it's actually one of the 7 deadly sins. And it takes too much ownership, but you can replace pride with love. And look, you could walk down a straight line without worrying about anything, but you take that exact straight line and put it 20 stories high. Mm-hmm. You know I'm going with it.
Yep.
And you remove the balconies, you're going to be so concerned about the idea of falling that it will make you fall.
Yep.
And that's where the superpower is, in removing the fear. Public humiliation of bankruptcy. I was in debt. The fear of loss. I lost my mom. Or the fear of death. What other fears are there? There's a lot of fears. But the thing is, when you remove, like even in the schools, you remove prayer, you remove God, you remove the fear of God, you create the possibility of the fear of everything else. But watch this. If you instill the fear of God, you eliminate the fear of anything else. In a way, everyone's responsible. Everyone's a part of the problem. That's why I really love that Black Mirror episode when, everyone was making comments, and anyone that even made a comment, the bees, it was about these, mechanical bees. Anyone, and this is a spoiler alert if you haven't seen this episode, but anyone who made a comment, the bees came to go get them. And that's the thing about what you put in the universe, even a thought. But you see this character that's made for Black people to idolize, that was designed by a white person and put out by a white company. So it's controlling the narrative to say, we're going to show you Harriet Tubman, we're not going to show you Nat Turner. And they do it every chance they get. Maleficent, they called her race of people the Moors. And the Moors are, and I just saw it again. I was just like, yo, if you erase our history, like most Black people, we don't know where we come. We think we came from slaves. We don't know our bloodline. And we're given Black History Month, and we take that like it's some gift to us. No, it's a programming to us. Racism doesn't end until we get to a point where we stop having to put the word Black in front of it, because it's like we're putting the rim a little bit lower for ourselves. Like, it's when I say I'm the second wealthiest Black man in America, like, why do I have to say that? Because obviously, if we just go on wealth, period, of what we call wealth, like financial wealth, that scorecard, I'd be like, I'm the 78th wealthiest man in America. But we shouldn't have to have a special box, a special month, because also what they show in Black History Month is us getting hosed down, reminding us that we were slaves. Like, what if we had, remember when I cheated on you month? Like, remember when you first found the text messages? Remember, how does that make you feel? It makes you feel depleted and defeated. It's no matter what religion you are, what we can agree on is it is always now. But now is the shortest moment of our life. It's gone in an instant. The longest moments of our life are our memories and our imaginations. Think about how long a kid imagines Christmas versus how long Christmas really is. And when you think back to your Christmas, are you under the table like Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, like under a chair, or are you a giant? Are you a king? Are you what Black History Month has told you you are? And this is me speaking to Black people. And right now we're experiencing the fall of Rome, or the Titanic has now hit a glacier. And there's people who would prefer to go down with the Titanic than to get on a lifeboat because they don't want to get seawater on their dress or on their nice outfit. The people are so programmed and brainwashed into classism and protectionism that it's difficult for people to embrace innovation unless it has a tag on it that's got a name brand connected to it that says, with this innovation, you will be better than the person, you'll be better than your next door neighbor. We've been stuck in a loop, like on Westworld. And so now I feel like Tandy Newton on Westworld, where she had to use the people that enslaved her, that trapped her, to make it out. You know, we are programmed to lock ourselves in a box. And what's amazing right now is the opportunity and the platform that we have, that the world is hurting for everyone, for those that are in power, for those that are inside the program. Even those that are in power are still a part of the program. And just place a thought out there that everyone's not thinking sometimes. I am literally shaking and in so much fear of my Father. I fear God, and I don't fear